STEAM is, some people think of it as a program. We look at it as part of a philosophy. It's a mindset.
STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
As soon as STEAM came in, we saw it as kind of a marriage with the IB curriculum and incorporating all of the different kind of sub-curriculums that we have. It really supports the learning for the students and motivates them, encourages them. It's all hands-on, it's all inquiry-based. They're taking control of their learning and they're making these discoveries. They're teaching it to each other.
We are slowly stepping back as teachers, and we are becoming facilitators and helpers in their learning. And they're taking on this agency.
I mean, it's not something extra we do at the end of the day. Let's do STEAM time. It's just really meshed together and enhanced our teaching.
We were exploring the relationship between energy and speed. So they made a ramp, and then they were supposed to put vehicle at different points on the ramp. And then they let the vehicle go, and then they had to measure the distance. There's a rug inside, and then outside they had tiles. So I was hoping that afterwards they could look at the results and then just do a comparison to see the difference between the two. They're going to observe, they ask questions, and then they're going to analyze their data and see what their new understanding as well, versus myself standing in front of the classroom and just telling them what the answer is.
BBOTs are an early coding tool for children, and they're programming the code to send the bee on a grid to where the destination is. And they're using coding cards to lay down to discuss their code, to plan it before they implement it. We were using grids that had materials for social studies, math, reading, writing. So really they're using the design cycle to help them construct a code to use to send the BBOT across the grid.
What I did right here was I designed the cast plan for Angelina who broke her arm, and this is my best cast plan, which was the third one.
You can have the science, you can have the technology, the engineering, and the mathematics, but you're missing one of the most key pieces, the art, the creativity, the critical thinking, the abstract thinking, the innovation, the engagement.
We're fortunate the last couple of years we have the Art-Reach program.
Art-Reach is a visual arts education program that takes practicing artists into elementary schools throughout San Diego County.
This 5th grade class has had Art-Reach for 3 years now, and the growth and magnitude of their growth has been visible in their self-esteem, their willingness to take risks, to try on new ideas, to fill the paper, so to speak.
This school, through the STEAM grant, is very committed to an interdisciplinary education.
Art's kind of been pushed aside for a long time, and now it's actually part of something that we're supposed to be doing. For example, if you could have an art and a math connection, or art integrated in everything, rather than trying to separate the subjects out, we're integrating them all together. We're working on geometry now in my class as our topic, and I was wondering how I could make that math-art connection, which for STEAM is very important, and I think just for the enjoyment for the kids. So we decided to use the polygon shapes that we had been studying about and come up with a creative design that used those shapes. And you don't normally think of math as being very creative. However, we found that it is, and it can be.
I'm so proud of you.
So it's a true integration of the arts and the STEM subjects. And this campus is very committed to doing that.
I feel like we're putting the fun back into instruction. It's not just reading and writing, but it's more than that. It's a lot more student-driven. There's a lot more inquiry, and kids are working collaboratively together.
The kids really have ownership over the things that they're learning at school.
Through the STEAM grant, we've been able to see a lot of that. Our teachers are stepping back and having the students engage and use their natural curiosity.
It's kind of, instead of happening to them, it's they're part of what's happening to them. You know, it's not like we're just throwing this stuff at them. They're actually part of their education.
A big part of our program is the STEAM, is that integration of the science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics.
I think having kids see how everything is integrated, all the subject matters, is really more what life is all about.